everyone. This is Bob Sorrentino from Italian Roots and Genealogy. Be sure to check out our YouTube channel and our newsletter and our Facebook group and our great sponsors, Aviativa Casa, Italy Rooting, and Phil Italy. And my guest today from Taormina, Sicily is Mimma Scinardo. So welcome, Mimma. Thank you for being here.
Thank you for inviting me. Thank you.
It's my pleasure, really my pleasure. So the first question I'd like to ask you is, exactly where is Taormina?
Taormina, it's the second most important touristic city in Sicily. Sicily is the biggest island in Mediterranean Sea. So it's in the north side of the island. It's a very, very old city with a long, long story, starting from Romanish people, British people, everyone who has been here in Taormina.
Yes, well, I know pretty much everybody tried to conquer Sicily, right?
Yeah.
So for people who want to come to Sicily, what is the best time of the year to come?
The best time it's spring and autumn because the summer in Sicily it's very hot and very crowded. There are all people on holiday, so it's crazy to come in July and August. I suggested that doesn't do it to come in July and August. Better time it's April, May, June, and September and October. The weather is fine. You can go to the beach, you can enjoy the countryside, and it's not so hot.
That's great. Yeah, we were there. When we were there, I think it was May. So it wasn't too bad, but it was starting to get hot.
Okay. I'm sorry.
No, that's okay. I mean, we loved it. I think I mentioned in my email, my wife's mother's family is from Shaka.
Okay. See.
And that was beautiful. We went on a Sunday and around lunchtime, so there was nobody on the street.
I understand.
So what, for people who've never been to Taormina, what are the best places to visit? What kind of sites are there?
Taormina, there is a lot of things to see. There is the ancient theater, built by the Greeks and then rebuilt by the Roman people. And then there is the public garden, a lot of things. The church, a lot of church and all to visit because there are very, very interesting. And the dome, it's very old built. It's the main street, Corso Umberto. It's the fashion street. There are a lot of shopping. Even Dior, Gucci, Dolce Gabbana. It's very, very crowded. It's a little street, long just 800 meters, but it's very crowded. In summer, you cannot walk without touching other people, each other. That's why I told you to visit in the spring Taormina. And then there is the cable car that can you take to go to the beach because Taormina is 200-meter high on the sea. And if you want to go to the beach, to Isola Bella, it's the most beautiful place where you can have bath or take the sun. You take the cable car with €3. You are on the beach in 5 minutes. It's very beautiful. People who come in Taormina, they enjoy it because you can start to visit all around. You can go to visit the volcano, Etna. You can go to visit Catania. You can go to visit Syracuse. It's not too far. So you can start from Taormina and walk all around and visit what beautiful there is around. Up Taormina, there is a little town. It's called Castelmola. And you can see a wonderful panorama, a wonderful view on the beach, on the volcano, and when the volcano is in eruption, you will never forget what you will see.
Yeah, so is Is it scary when the volcano erupts?
No, no. Yesterday night, Etna was again in eruption for a couple of hours, and all tourists were taking picture with the phone or with the camera. It's a touristic attractive. It's not dangerous because we are too far, and Etna it's too high to be dangerous. So it's only when she get worse, they have to close the airport for a couple hours, but just this time it was a little eruption, not danger, but very beautiful to see.
Yeah, it does sound. I mean, I've never seen it erupt. I've seen it in pictures, and it is spectacular to see. I mean, my family's from the Naples area, and some of my cousins live right, on the side of Vesuvius.
No, Vesuvius is very dangerous. Hopefully never erupt again. We hope so, because it's a small volcano and very dangerous, and a lot of people live all around. Etna, it's 3,000 feet high. There is no problem for the people who lives down.
Oh yeah, see, I
It's
didn't.
it's too far. It's too far. So even Catania was destroyed completely in the 20th century, and then was rebuilt, but never happened again. That's it.
So I have a good friend. He was one of my early interviews, Francesco Chiodone, and he lives near Cefalù. And so I have to ask you because he made a point of it. So were you Sicilian first or Italian first?
We are Sicilian first, always.
I think everybody feels the same way. And I guess Sicily was one of the last holdouts for unification, correct?
Yes, thanks to Garibaldi. When he came here in 1860, he came here from Marsala and walked up to Sicily to make Italy.
Yeah, yeah. And we just watched The Leopard.
The Leopard.
The new one. It was really, really good.
I'm still reading the book again.
Yeah, well, the series that they just did is much more detailed than the movie from 60, 70 years ago.
With Alain Delon and Claudia Cardinale and Lancaster.
Yeah, we had an American play the leopard. So, and I know the cuisine in Sicily is diverse, but what are the specific dishes to Taormina that may not be in Italy or the rest of the island?
In Taormina, we have a lot of mandel recipe because all around Taormina there was mandel tree. And in Castamola, they make, it's the only place in all the world that they make wine with almond tasty.
Really?
Yes. Even in Taormina, you can find it, and it's a secret recipe. Who has this recipe? It's a family recipe. Every family has his own recipe, and they never will give you the recipe. So you have to go to the bar, the specific bar, to try this liquor, and it's called vino alle mandorle. And usually you can taste it with a cookie made with a biscuit made with almond together. So it tastes very, very good.
Oh, wow, that's nice. And what kind of what are the local, specialty foods?
Here we cook a lot of arancini and pasta with fish, swordfish with aubergine. And this last year there came a lot of pistachio too in the recipe. So you will find granita with pistachio for breakfast. It's ice, tasty with pistachio and milk cream, and ice cream with pistachio. Pasta with pistachio, arancino with pistachio, everything with pistachio.
Really? I
Yes.
love arancini. That's one of my favorites.
When we will meet us, I will do for you arancino.
Yeah, that's I love it. There was a pizza shop, and I guess they were from Sicily because not a lot of the pizza places in the United States will make it, but they must have been from Sicily, so they would make it. And I used to buy it on the way home from work, and I made Francesco take me for arancini when we were in Cefalo. And we learned about the spritz in Cefalo too, which was really, really, really very, very good. So what's the best way? I know we took the ferry to Messina when we went to Sicily, but when people travel to Sicily, how do they usually fly right into Palermo?
There is now they started a plane every day that fly from Catania to New York and from New York to Catania every day.
Oh,
So
that's
if
great.
you want to come to Sicily, you can come directly from New York. Every day there is a flight coming here.
We'll be right back.
Experience Italy like never before, traveling with a scheduled group or create your own bespoke tour with friends with philitaly.co. Pack your bags and follow Phil. That's www.philitaly.co.
That's really great. And it's funny that that took so long because there are so many Sicilian Americans. I think most of the Italian Americans either come from Sicily, Calabria, Puglia, and Campania.
Because there was the more poor area in Italy. So of course, people even now people live. The young people live. They go to work in Europe, in North Europe, because here they will not pay as much as in North Europe. So
Yeah.
the young people live even now. My daughter lives in. She worked there. She lived there. She studied German, and she stayed there.
But I bet you she misses it.
So,
I miss Italy, and I was born in America, so there you go. So now you have a bed and breakfast.
yes, I run a bed and breakfast since 9 years. This is the 9th year, my 9th season. I have guests inside. So coming from France, a couple, and the other couple coming from Italy. So I'm lucky because I speak a little English, a little German, and Spanish too. So I can speak, and if people need, I can help them to make excursion, to help to reserve a restaurant or something to eat, to delivery. So I like this job because I like stay with people, touch each other, chat each other. That's why I do this job.
So what made you start a bed and breakfast?
Because I was too old to get out of the house to work. I lose my work in 2008, and I look for a new job, but people told me I was too old to work in a shop or everywhere. Told me I was too old. So I think about I can work at home, and I'm happy. I made the right choice.
That's
So,
great. That's sad, but one door closes, another one opens up, and if you're happy, that's what's most important.
because I worked 19 years in a bar on the highway, and when I changed the owner, I lose my job because I was 40 years old, so it's not good for that job. So people think so, and I start my B&B. I have a big house. I have a villa, and with the 3 floor. So the middle floor, it's all for the guests. So they are his privacy, and we live at last floor, and that's it.
Now, was that a family home, or you bought it specifically to
No, this is my house. I bought this house for my family, but it was too big. So I thought I can do a B&B. So I used to do biggest room with bathroom, and they become B&B, and I live in the last floor, and I'm happy. We are happy because it's a good job, and I like to meet people coming everywhere in the world. Really, really here come people from Asia, from USA, from North Europe, mostly from North Europe. Because now here it's spring, in North Europe it's still winter. So the people enjoy this weather. They come here, they stay here for weeks. The prices this is not high season, it's low season, so the price is not too high. And they stay here but in my B&B for 5 days, for 1 week. So I'm happy. If
Oh,
people are happy, I'm happy too.
yeah, no, that's really great. And it must have been hard doing that transition. So now, has your family, have they lived in Taormina or the area for hundreds of years?
Yes. My parents are from Taormina. They are dead now, but I have all my cousins. They live all here around in my little town here. So when I go out to go shopping in the discount or at the bar, every time I meet something of my cousin, every time. So, hi, Mimma, how are you? Okay. So I have a lot of cousins.
That's nice. I grew up like that with all my cousins, but everybody, in America, everybody spreads out and we're all in different areas and different states. And, that's one of the things that I liked about Italy is there's still that family closeness that I think we've kind of lost here.
We are close. Still, we are just cousin, but we are close. If something happened to my cousin, another one will call me, Mimma, this happened. If we can help, of course we do it.
Yeah. Now, do you still get together like for holidays and have?
Yes.
Yeah.
For birthday, we celebrated together. For marriage, all the important events we do together. It's beautiful.
Yeah. No, it is. It is. So now you wrote a book about people wanting to come to Sicily, or
Yes, I do in English. You see this?
yeah.
So you can find it on Amazon and even in Kindle. If you want to read on your Kindle, you can do it. And I wrote this book because after the G7 in 2017 in Taormina, there was G7 with Trump, Putin, Merkel, a big convention. And the American people come back to visit Taormina because we lost a lot of American tourists in the last 20 years. So they come back again because this G7, they make us a very big advertising in the world through the newspaper, through the TV. And so American people come back to visit Taormina. So I wrote this book for who want to discover the rules, the tradition, even some recipe, and a trip to visit all the Sicily in 40 days, step by step. So starting from Catania, then Siracusa, Agrigento, and with all the archaeological place to visit, with the phone number or internet site where you can book the ticket. So I do this for American people who want to visit Sicily.
Yeah, that's great because there's so many of us who, want to find our roots. I think Italian Americans, more than anybody else, want to.
Because I had tourists coming from USA, and they not only from USA, even from North Europe, they come back to search their roots, where their parents or grandpa grow up, how the cousin, if they have cousin, how they are. They come back to their roots. It's beautiful. If we can help, I love it.
Yeah, that's right. I mean, I loved it going back to the hometowns and things like that. And, when we grew up, when somebody asked you, at least when I grew up, they would ask you what you are. You would never say Italian American. You always said Italian. And then when I got to Italy, I realized I'm not Italian. I'm American. Especially when I try to say something in Italian. But I'm trying. I'm trying my best to learn. And you also, I think you also have a blog. Do you have a blog also?
I have
You have a website. You have your own website, right?
I have a website from the B&B. It's Villa Magnolia Taormina .blogspot.com. You can book on this site web, and you can see the rooms, what I do, and how the rooms are, everything you need to know. And there is my phone number if somebody will want to call me or want to text me with WhatsApp even, they can do it.
Yeah. And how many rooms do you have?
Just two double room.
Oh, that's good. I guess it's easier to manage that way. Yeah.
We have a lot of family, they come, so they book both room and they stay with privacy because the floor is only for you, these people, and they enjoy this. And then I prepare breakfast and they like it. I do Sicilian recipe and they like it because it's not like in hotel, all standard. I change my breakfast. If they stay more day, I change my breakfast so they enjoy it.
So what would be a typical Sicilian breakfast? I'm curious.
In winter, we eat usually bread with marmalade or croissant and cappuccino. It depends if you have breakfast at home or if you have breakfast at bar. In summer, of course, we eat granita and brioche. It's ice cream with milk cream on top and a brioche. It's very tasty. It's very tasty. And it's fresh, and you will fresh yourself from having breakfast because here it's hot. At 8 in the morning in July, it's hot. So you need something cold to go on the day.
Yeah, no, I understand. Yeah, the recipes here, well, say it another way, but that's one of the nice things about Italy is everything is fresh because it's all local. And here we have a lot of chemicals, but they're trying it. They started yesterday. They're going to try and remove all the chemicals from our food.
Hopefully so.
Yeah. Well, you know what? Our milk lasts for 3 weeks. When I grew up, we didn't have milk that lasted 3 weeks because they put so much chemicals in it and everything.
And then I do even cooking class. I teach people make pasta, like macaroni. It's typical Sicilian pasta. So we do it together, and then we eat all together, pasta alla norma or with ragu, their choice, how they want to eat it.
Oh, that's great. I make my own pasta sometimes, and sometimes I make my own pizza dough. I have the recipe from my grandfather. My uncle used to work at a bakery in New York City, and they wouldn't give me the recipe because they said I wasn't family. And then I said, well, my Uncle Frank, he used to make it. And they said, oh, your uncle was Uncle Frank. They called him Uncle Frank. So they gave me the recipe for the Sicilian pizza,
Good. You're lucky.
Yeah, and it's very, very tasty. So before we go, just give us one more time how they could find you, how they could find your website.
I might have to repeat my website.
Yeah, give it one more time.
Sì, allora Villa Magnolia Taormina .blogspot.com. This is my website.
Okay, fantastic. And
I have another one. It's called visit taormina.com, and it helps. It's not about my B&B, but it helps to visit Taormina with all the information about Taormina, archaeological place, where parking, how to get there, the events, the news, everything. It's called Visit Taormina.
Okay. Yeah, that's the one. That's the one I meant. So that's fantastic. So I'll put them both up there so people could see them also. Well, Mimma, thank you again. I really appreciate you taking the time.
Thank you. I look to your YouTube channel. I saw the interview you made at Stromboli, the people coming from Stromboli.
I had never heard of Stromboli before.
But really, it's a little volcano on the other side of Sicily, and we think they are connected with Etna, because every time Etna get in eruption, even volcano go in eruption.
Yeah, wow.
Volcano, it's a little volcano. It's just 1,000-meter high, so it's more dangerous. So when it happened, when a very strong eruption happened in Stromboli, the people who live there have to move quickly because it's very dangerous.
And that's not easy because they have to get on a boat.
No, they need boat, of course. They have to leave their home, and they can come back only when it's the volcano is quiet.
Well, I'm going to send you my interview with Francesco because you'll like it. He's a great guy, and he researches. People want to find their roots. He helps them find their roots, and he goes all over Sicily, into the churches and into the comunes, and so I'll send you that because you'll like Francesco.
Okay, if you want come in Sicily, you will be my guest. Okay, when you want, you can here, and I will find a place where to stay.
I appreciate that. I really appreciate that. We're actually coming to Italy in 2 weeks, but we're going north. We've never been to Florence or Bologna or Milan, so
Florence, very, very beautiful. A very beautiful city. Very beautiful. Okay, I'm sure you will enjoy it, of course.
yeah. But we're trying. I'm setting up with my Italian club to get people to Sicily, so we'll let you know when that happens.
Now you know there is a flight directly from New York to Catania, so you can jump on a flight and come.
That sounds great. That sounds great.